All right, here it is, Flight Test Vegan. This thing's been around for a long time, I think like 9-10 years. And this particular one was just recently built, but they've been around for a long time. And this is the plane I've been looking for. You know, something that can fly in a small area that's EDF that can do crazy crap. And this thing is it. This is awesome.
It is discontinued at this time, though.
You can get the plan still.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but you can't like get the quick build kit anymore, unfortunately.
Well, luckily they got the plans.
All right, let me take a look at my rates. There's my elevator, that's my low rate. This is my mid rate and my high rate. I'm gonna fly this in mid rate right now, which is still a lot. So here we go. It's got decent speed. It's not crazy fast, but look at that.
It's also a drill bit, just in case
Yeah.
you guys are wondering.
And you've got so much, so even in mid-rate, you've got so much freaking elevator.
Whoa.
It's crazy. So here's an EDF that you can fly in a small space. And the high alpha performance is amazing. I don't have a gyro in here or nothing, and it is so freaking amazing. Like, holy crap. I am in love. Like, I didn't even bother taking out my my big planes today, my big EDFs or anything else, because I'm just gonna fly this, get used to it, learn how to fly it. You know, the only thing is it goes into high alpha. And when it goes into high alpha, if you keep it like, you know, relatively like, not too high of an angle like this, you've got pretty good control. Like I can control it, I can turn it. But once I go into a really steep high alpha, I've got absolutely no control of it. Like if it starts falling off on me, I don't have any control. It sort of locks into place. And the main reason why for that is because I don't have a rudder. So this plane is a basic plane that's just got elevons. It's got like 2 servos, and you've got your aileron and your elevator on those 2 servos on the end of the wing. That's it. I want a rudder on this, and if I did, I think this thing would be awesome. Now, what I've heard is the rudder on this, or the vertical stab, is so high up that they don't really, they have a lot of aileron coupling, so it doesn't really work that well as a rudder. But we're thinking about doing it in the thrust line. So if we do that, it'll probably help. But look at that. I mean, this thing, I wish that Flight Test still has this as a kit. I know a lot of people here at the field, after seeing this thing fly, wants one. Colin, I haven't seen him in a while, and when he brought this thing out, holy crap, everyone was just stunned. Like, in a small space, you could do stuff like this. And then just punch out of it. Like, you're essentially high alpha. When you're doing your high alpha, you're doing it at a quarter freaking throttle, dude. I mean, like, holy crap, this thing is amazing.
Yeah, and it barely weighs anything, too.
Yeah. Yeah, outside loop, fine. What do you want? You know, you tell me what you want. You know, no rudder, so anything with a rudder you can't do, but my God, this thing is amazing. And what I really love, like the fast is fine, the roll rate's ridiculous, you know, but what I really like on this thing is the slow flight. It's just like, holy crap. Look at that. You're in a small, tiny space, and I have no problems keeping it in the small, tiny space. Now, my main problem is I haven't set my timers up yet, because after I flew it, all I want to do is fly it. I haven't even set my timers, didn't do anything. And the way that I know that this thing is, like, the timer's up is when the EDF dies. You know, because I don't want to stop flying. Like, look at how stable this thing is with absolutely no gyro. You know, this thing is just incredible. You get out of if you get into any trouble, you know, if you're in the right attitude, just power up and, you know, give it a little bit of up elevator, and it's going to be there. It's going to be fine for you. But it's just so freaking maneuverable. Like, look at this. I have no problem bringing it close to the ground, because I know I've got enough to to get out of it.
Holy
Still
moly.
got it. That's about as high as I want to go.
I can't even see it.
You got it?
Yep.
There it is. Look how stable that is. That's hands off. Beautiful. So this is a more modern build. Colin, when he built this, he put, which I love that motor. It's a Power Fund motor that we use in our Vampires. It's a 4S motor that you can get on Amazon by Power Fund, and it is a phenomenal motor because what I really like about it is it doesn't draw a lot of amps, and it still has really good performance. So you can have something like this. This is running on a 3200 4S right now, and it's just like, I think it's the perfect motor for this.
Was it a 10 blade?
I think so, 10, 11 blade, I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna bring it in and land it. Oops, I forgot that we're right next to a lake. But
Lake Apollo.
what a fantastic flying plane. This is exactly what I've wanted for a long time, was something like this that I could fly in a small park flyer area and do the stuff that I do with the bigger EDFs. And I finally got it, so I'm absolutely stoked. This thing is amazing. You do got to worry about when you go, like I said, when you go into a really steep high alpha. I didn't actually demonstrate it very well, but when you go into a really steep high alpha, it'll lock on you, and it'll just sort of stay there. And if you're a little bit off, you can't control it. But the way that you control it is actually very simple: is give it power.
Yep.
Give it a bit of power, get out of your high alpha, lessen the angle just a bit, and now you can turn. So once you get used to that, it's fine. We're going to experiment with this thing and try adding some sort of rudder. So like what I was saying when I was flying was, we're thinking about adding like a rudder here, not up here. So it's in the thrust line, it would be thrust vectoring, so the rudder would be here. And I think that's going to help this plane a lot to do some really cool stuff. But I don't know why they discontinued this. This is probably the best flying small EDF I've ever experienced.
Yep.
This thing is amazing. Now, you want one, everyone wants one now. So there's a resurgent flight test. If you can, bring this thing back.
Yeah.
Have your speed build kit, with the modern motors. This thing's awesome.
Yeah, it'll fly off the shelf.
Yeah, so that's it. I absolutely am in love.